Hey, let's be real for a minute. We've all watched The Price is Right and seen someone come bounding down the aisle, full of a manic, uncontainable energy that makes you wonder what in the world is going on with that person. Is it pure, unadulterated joy at the thought of winning a new car, or is there something else at play? Well, according to the man himself, Drew Carey, it's not always just a caffeine buzz. In a recent interview, he dropped a bombshell that for anyone who's ever had a quiet suspicion feels like a massive, validating aha moment. Drew confirmed what many of us have secretly thought for years, that some Price is Right contestants are on drugs and booze. This isn't some wild rumor or anonymous source either. This came straight from Drew's mouth. He was asked directly about the over-the-top, high-energy contestants, and his answer was as laid-back and honest as you'd expect from the guy who hosts one of America's most beloved game shows. He simply said, "Oh, that happens here all the time. They'll have a gummy or I'll smell alcohol on their breath. Not unusual." Think about that for a second. The vibrant flashing lights of the set, the blaring horns and celebratory music, the roar of the crowd chanting your name. And you're standing there, a little buzzed from a couple of pre-show drinks or maybe feeling the effects of an edible. The whole experience would be a wild ride, to say the least. Drew even shared a specific and absolutely hilarious story. He recalls a guy who was clearly tripping on mushrooms. The contestant, a sketch comedy performer, didn't think he was going to get picked and, well, totally tripped out. When Drew asked him what he did for a living, his brain, in a moment of altered state genius, came up with the perfect response. "I'm a skateboarding rabbi." Can you even? A skateboarding rabbi? I mean, if that's not the best possible lie you could come up with under the influence, I don't know what is. The contestant, Joshua Andruski, later confirmed this story, even posting the video online with the caption, "I'm an idiot and I took mushrooms, got drunk, then went on The Price is Right and lied to Drew Carey's melting face." He also added a note that Drew could not have been nicer. And that's what makes his whole thing so much more than just a salacious celebrity story. It's a peek behind the curtain of a show that feels like a nostalgic, wholesome piece of Americana. It reminds us that no matter how clean and polished things look on television, real life, in all its messy, unpredictable, and sometimes drug-fueled glory, is happening just off camera. It's a moment of relatability. Who hasn't tried to get a little liquid courage before a big event, a job interview, or a nerve-wracking first date? The stakes are just a little higher when that big event is being televised to millions of people. It also highlights something special about Drew Carey. His reaction wasn't one of judgment or disapproval. It was pure, unadulterated amusement. He just found the whole thing interesting and funny. That's the Drew Carey we've come to know and love. The friendly, down-the-earth guy who seems genuinely happy to be a part of people's wildest moments. He's not just a host, he's a witness to the chaos and wonder of human behavior. This revelation has sparked a whole new conversation online. Reddit threads are buzzing with people sharing their own stories and theorizing about which on-air moments might have been enhanced by a little something extra. It's a collective, joyful moment of realizing that the world we see on screen is far more interesting than we ever imagined. So, next time you're watching The Price is Right and a contestant starts hugging Drew a little too long or gives an impossibly perfect or wildly nonsensical bid, you might just be seeing a little bit of that liquid courage in action. And thanks to Drew, you'll have a new appreciation for the real-life comedy and chaos that makes the show so uniquely entertaining. It's a game show, sure, but it's also a window into the weird, wonderful, and sometimes inebriated side of us all. Come on down, indeed.